Hello, I'm Bruno. I will try to explain you how to edit an existing receipt. So I start here. I will try to, for example, this receipt, band.from pairs, is very short. After 1 hour, it's finished. I would like to make it longer so that I can go to sleep or something like that and it continues to work. Editing within Foldit is not very convenient because it's better to go to another external text editor. So this one, Notepad++, is very okay for programming. You will understand why. So this was installed on my computer. Here it is. And we will take our text here, or script, Control-C for copy, or Control-X for cut. Then I can go to my text editor, Control-V, paste, and here I will be able to edit it. So it's not easy to understand. It's a text. I'll first save it as a text file, and then we will try to find out the language, Lua. You will see that Notepad++ here, language, L, Lua, it recognizes that it is a Lua program. Not recognize, we say that it is a Lua program. And in the beginning, for example, 2 dots makes in green the comments. I can always put comments in my receipt. And you have the, in light blue, you have the Lua commands. Then in dark blue, you have functions. In red, you have the numbers. If I double click on a word, for example, here, this is a variable that is assigned at the beginning. Now the view folds all. It folds all the functions, so I have a clearer view on my receipt. It seems more easy to read. So basically, you have the parameters in the beginning. We have a lot of functions, and then at the end, the program will start. Typical function in Foldit receipts: get score and compare this score with a better one. So if I double click, for example, this get score, it calls another function, and any function can call another function. It's like this that it will work. This save a best function, this is very common in almost all receipts. So it compares this current best score that I've seen in the beginning. I had to say that it was a number, so I put in the beginning current best score equals 0. This is your current best score. It's Karin who put it like this. Now you can invent the name you want. So if the score is, my score, current score is bigger than this best score, then save, quick save, so keep it and replace the best score. So you see that this function, this typical function is called here several times within the receipt. We do something and then we compare with the best score and we keep the best one. Voilà, this is typical. So you don't have to write this save best, you only take it from another receipt and you put it in your own receipt if you want. But don't forget to assign the current best score, because you have to say at the beginning of the receipt, you have to say that this current best score, that is a number. So we have to say, for example, you start with 0. Now at the end of the receipt, we call the program, and then we can call any function here. In this situation, it calls main. Okay, the function is called main. We will see what it does. So after calling main, it goes in the first line, initialize puzzle state. This is a function. We will not go to see it. And then it will repeat sometimes the same things until no gain. So it will do this action here. And basically, I see that there is only one function here. It will do this banded worm with parameters, pattern, and this banded worm, we will see where it is and what it does. So I put it, double click, I have it in green, I see it in the beginning, and what it does is very complicated, so we will not try to understand this, but we only know that he uses some patterns, and these patterns are numbers. I suppose that those numbers are the length of the number of segments to treat in one time, so I can change this. So start editing it now. So I only type return to make place. I will do it many times, always the same loop. So for e equal 1 to 10,000, for example, do, and then I have to end this for do by end. Always any function, any loop must end, finish with end. I select and I push on tab only to make it clearer to read. So I have a loop, and so the receive will not stop. It will stop until no gain, but it will start again. Okay, now I will have to do something a little bit more elaborated, but I have my loop, my infinite loop. I only will select all this repeat until, copy, I put it a second time in my receipt, return, paste, it's here a second time, and I will only change the patterns here. I will put only other numbers, a small one, big one, small one, big one, because I see that this is a strategy they use in the parent receipt. So what it will do now, many loops, but in each loop it will make one pattern until no gain, and then another pattern until no gain, and then so many loops. So it's enough for today. We will put it back in Foldit. To put it back to try, does it work, or maybe I make some error here. So edit, select all. First I save it as a text. Always save it as a text file. Okay, I add something else. Bandit Womper Infinite 2 because I did it already once, more elaborated. Save. To see it better, I put language, Lua, and then fold all. Okay, now select all with Control A. First I put my name or something like that in the comments. Voilà, test infinite by BK, save, and I put it back to Foldit. Select all, Control A. Copy, Control C. So Control A, Control C, and it's copied. And then I come here. Oh, but there is another text. So first I will put it back out. So Control X to take this text out of here. I come back to my editor. Control A, Control C. I come here. Control V, paste, and I have my new script. But I have to change now the name. So I will put it save us as a child receipt. Bandit Womper Infinite. So I'm now in Foldit. And I have my new receipt. I can share it, but I will first try if it works. So it's in white because it's not shared already. I try it, and it seems to work. It's okay. So next time I will try to explain if it does not work, how to fix, because there are many bugs. It's easy, you copy and you forget to put end at the end of one function, for example, and then it does not work. How do you find your bugs, and how do you edit to fix it? Thank you. Hope it was interesting.